Welcome to another episode of George Explains. Hello everyone, my name is George from Anchor Creative Education, and this episode of George Explains I'm going to explain the difference between the perfect tense and the progressive tense. Two very tricky parts of the English curriculum, I think. So the perfect tense is a tense where an action has been completed. An action is finished. The word perfect means finished. If a lady came downstairs on her wedding day and you said, "Oh, Tina, babe, Tina, you look absolutely perfect." If Tina is perfect, is she going to go and get changed and start again? Or is she finished? She's finished. The word perfect means finished. You might say, "I've perfected the art of playing a tune on the guitar." You have perfected it. You have finished that skill. So the perfect tense means that that thing is finished. How do we do it? I will tell you now. We use 3 auxiliary verbs to show that that action has been completed. Have, has, had. Oh, I'll do that again. Have, has, had to make the perfect tense. I'll do that again. Have, has, had to make the perfect tense. We use have, has, and had to show that that thing has been completed. Now, have, has, and had can be used differently. They can be used to show possession, like I have a dog, but forget about that in the perfect tense. We are using have, has, and had to show that that action is finished. George has written a letter. George has kicked the ball. George had grown to 6'4" by the time he was 14. When we use have, has, and had to show that something is finished, there are around 100 verbs, and a verb is a doing word, a doing word. There are around 100 verbs which change. We need to inflect them to change those verbs into perfect form verbs. These can be called the past participle of the verb. We use them to make the perfect form. That sounds very, very hard, but think this. I hide, I hid, but I have hidden from the police. I give, I gave, she has given the letter. I fly, I flew, we have flown to Spain. Well done if you answered those correctly in your head. I'll put a list of perfect form verbs here. And these are words you can only really use to show that something is finished. Sometimes they can be used as adjectives as well, like the hidden treasure, the chosen boy. So be very, very careful to use have, has, and had. Adding a verb, make sure it's the correct verb that you choose to show that action is finished. And here's how we remember it. Have, has, had to make the perfect tense. I'll do that again. Have, has, had to make the perfect tense. And this is the sign for H, the letter H, not the letter H, because the letter H doesn't exist. So make sure you're not saying H. Make sure you say H, because that is the name of the letter. Thank you. Have, has, had to make the perfect tense. The progressive tense. The progressive tense is a tiny bit easier than the perfect tense. Progress means movement. Something is progressing, it is moving. Maybe your skill is progressing. Your guitar skills are progressing, Sebastian. Very well done. Your movement, your progress means that you're moving. You're moving. So the progressive tense shows you that something was happening, still happening. Maybe something was happening, maybe something is happening, maybe something will be happening in the future. And the way to find the progressive tense is to probably use ing at the end of the verb to show that that thing was happening. Correct, thank you very much indeed. George is walking. George was walking. George will be walking home later tonight, full stop. We're using ing to show that something is happening. The king is smiling. The king was waiting for the mice. The king is staring at you because you are naughty. The king will be delivering pizza this evening from 9 o'clock until 11 o'clock, full stop. The progressive tense, think of progress, meaning movement. And when you're moving, skipping, laughing, waiting, we're using ing to show that that thing was, is, or will be still happening. So, the perfect tense shows that something is finished using have, has, and had. The progressive tense shows that something was, is, or will be happening using ing at the end of a verb. Subscribe to our channel and tell your friends. Also, if you look at our channel, we have over 50 songs that will help you. Here's a link on YouTube to the perfect and progressive tense song, which you can look at yourself. Thank you very much indeed.
The perfect tense, the progressive tense, the simple tense. The perfect tense, the progressive tense, the simple tense. All sentences, they come in a tense, they tell us when it happened.